Hello children, welcome back to Max Made Easy. Let's continue with exponents, exercise 5b, part 5b. In A, I have finished solving the first three problems, and in this section, we are going to solve next three questions. Evaluate 2 to the power of 5 into 5 to the power of 0 plus minus 3 whole to the power of cube minus 2 by 7 whole to the power of minus 2. Here, first thing, if you observe, this is in a formula of a to the power of 0. First, you need to find whichever terms are in the formula. So, a to the power of 0 is equal to 1. We know this formula and you need to remember this, children. Now, just substitute this value over here. That is, a is a 15. A should be considered as 15. So, 15 to the power of 0 is also 1. So, just replace it 1. Now, we have to change the negative power. This negative power should be changed to positive power. Look carefully, children. Now, before changing this, I am taking this minus aside. When you are taking this minus outside, this minus should also have this power 3. That means minus 1 whole to the power of 3. So that I'm getting off this minus so that it won't be confusing. This power is applicable for minus as well as to the 3. So even for 3 I am placing the power 3, and even for this minus I am placing a power 3. Now let's make this negative power as a positive number. We all know the formula a to the power of minus m is equal to 1 by a to the power of m. So when you just compare this with this, a is 2 by 7 and minus m is minus 2. Right, children? So when you substitute it, look here carefully, children. It has changed its position. See, 7 has came to numerator from denominator and this 2 has come to denominator. Why? Why it has been? It is very important to understand it, children. Let me explain you a small thing. Here it is 2 by 7 whole to the power of minus 2, sorry. So for changing the power into positive, I am going to apply this formula, that is 1 by a to the power of m. Isn't it, children? That is 2 by 7. 2 by 7 whole to the power of 2. Right? I have just substituted this in this value, that is 1 by a to the power of m. Right? A is 2 by 7 and m is 2. Now it is clear. If you look here, see, this is numerator part and this is denominator part. Isn't it? If you look here, this numerator is in integer, but the denominator is in fraction. So now you can change this 1 into fraction form. What is the fraction form of 1? It is 1 by 1. You can write it as 1 by 1. Since the denominator is in fraction form, you can change this 1 into fraction form. One more thing, children. For changing this 3 into fraction form, how you can change this 3 into fraction form? That is, in denominator, you have to place 1, not in the numerator. This both are 1 and equal. This both are 1 and equal and having the same value. Just remember this, children. So it becomes 7 by 2 whole to the power of 2. Now, how to divide the fraction? I have already explained in my many videos about this. If you are regularly following my videos, you might have came across this. You have to, how to divide a fraction is, just write down this number as it is. Whatever number is there in the numerator, write down as it is. And now reciprocal, this division is there na, this division will become multiplication, and the number in the denominator becomes reciprocal. Reciprocal means numerator will come to denominator and denominator will come into numerator, that is 7 by 2 whole square. Now when you multiply with 2 with 1 on both the sides, multiply this with this part. So what you get is 7 by 2 whole square. This is how I got it over here, over there. This is how I got 7 by 2 whole square. Now in our next step, I am just multiplying this minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. It is minus 1. What you get is minus 1. Since the power is odd, you can just put it as minus 1. If the power is even, then it will become plus 1. I have already explained this in my previous video. Once again, I am repeating for the new viewers. So, minus 3 square minus 7 square by 2 square. I just multiplied everything inside and now multiplying this both. This step I have just done a change over here as well as over here. I have multiplied inside, and in this step I have multiplied this both together. So this is what you get. Now just square it of all the terms. That is 2 should be squared 5 times. That is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So it will be 32 minus 27 minus 49 by 7. Now we all know that always only fractions can be added together, or else both the numbers should be integer, then only it can be added or subtracted. Since here it is in a fraction, the remaining two should also be in a fraction. So I am going to take the LCM because it is 1. If nothing is there, we can change it into a fraction by placing the 1 in the denominator. Now take the LCM of 1, 1 and 4. So when you take the LCM of 1, 1 and 4, it's 4. I have already taught how to take the LCM in my previous video. Now to make this 1 into 4, you can multiply with 4. Because you are multiplying with the same number, should be multiplied to the numerator. Even here it is 1. To make this 1 has 4, you should multiply it with 4. So the numerator should also be multiplied with 4. Here it's already 4. So you have to multiply with 1. So even the numerator should be multiplied with 1. So 34 into 4 is 128 by 4 minus 27 into 4 is 108 by 4 minus 49 by 4. The denominators are equal, so you can just put it off, and 128 minus 108 minus 48. Just put this 128 as it is, and here both are having minus sign. Just put a minus sign and add it. This is what you get. Now one is having positive, other is having negative. Just put the bigger number sign. So this is the bigger number, and what sign does it have? Minus. So put a minus sign and subtract it. You will get 29 by 4. So this is the answer. I hope it's clear. Let's move on to the next question. Fifth one. 2 to the power of 2 whole to the power of 2 plus 2 to the power of minus 4 divided by 2 to the power of minus 6 plus 1 by 2 whole to the power of minus 3. In this part, this term is in a to the power of m whole to the power of n form. So a to the power of m whole to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m into n. Before doing this exercise, you should be perfect in the formulas. So keep revising the formulas daily. 2 to the power of 2 into 0. This is what, and remaining all I have done the same thing. I've made no change, so it becomes 2 to the power of 0. Now we all got this one, that is 2 to the power of 0 is 1. Since a to the power of 0 is equal to 1, just replace it with 1 plus 2 to the power of minus 4 divided by 2 to the power of minus 6 plus 1 by 2 whole to the power of minus 3, and remaining all terms I have written down as it is. Now our next is to change this power into positive. You have to change these powers into positive. We know the formula a to the power of minus m. right? All three are in the same form, a to the power of minus m. So a to the power of minus m is equal to 1 by a to the power of m. Now we have to change all these three terms into 1 by a to the power of m plus 1 by 2 to the power of 4 divided by 1 by 2 to the power of 6. Here I have explained you in my previous problem, that is in fourth one, how to uh, do the reciprocal when it is a is in the fraction form. If it is an integer, you can easily do it, but it is in a fraction form. Just keep practicing it, children, and you will become perfect. Now just take this power inside and you will get this. Now here you have to follow one more thing, children. According to Dom's rule, you have to do the division first, right? So you need to take this part first. Division. Let me take my pen. So here 1 by 2 to the power of 4, I have done a direct step. So we are dividing 1 by 2 to the power of 6. This is what we have done. How I got it is, see children, you have to write the numerator part, that is 1 by 2 to the power of 4 as it is. Now this division, this division will change into multiplication, and this fraction in the denominator will be changing into reciprocal, that is which is there on the denominator will come to numerator and the numerator will come into denominator. So when you multiply the numerator, now you will get 2 to the power of 6, 2 to the power of 4. Now 1 plus 2 to the power of 6 by 2 to the power of 4 plus 8. Now this is in the form of a to the power of m by a to the power of n. Since m is greater, that is 6 is greater when compared to 4, that is n, we have to use this formula. Just check the condition and use the formula. So just apply the formula over here. 1 plus 2 to the power of 6 minus 4 plus 8. Now 6 minus 4 will be 2. That is 1 plus 2 to the power of 2 plus 8. So 2 square. 2 into 2 is 4. So 1 plus 4 plus 8. Now just add all this and you will get 13. So 13 is the answer. Here is our last and final question. 5 to the power of n into 25 to the power of n minus 1 divided by 5 to the power of n minus 1 into 25 to the power of n minus 1. Here, just don't get afraid by seeing this formula. Now, we are going to apply the formula for these two terms. That is a to the power of m and a to the power of n into a to the power of n. But before applying the formula, you cannot apply the formula over here because the basis is different. Always you can apply the formula when the base is same. But this 25 can be changed with base 5. Just take the factors. You just take 25 and start dividing with the least number. With 2 you cannot divide 25, even with 3 you cannot, even with 4 you cannot, and you can divide it only with 5. So 5 5 is 25 and 5 1 is 5. Here the factors is 5 into 5, that is 5 square. So you can just replace this 25 with 5 into 5. So 5 into 5 can be written as 5 square. Even here I have done the same thing for applying the formula over here. A to the power of m into a to the power of n. But a means it should be 5. But there are chances to change this 25 as a 5. So 5 into 5. So 5 into 5 can be written as 5 square. Isn't it, children? Now if you multiply, it is in the form of a to the power of m whole to the power of n. Even here it is the same. So this formula is applied for both the terms over here as well as here. So when you multiply it inside, This is what you get. 2 into n is 2n minus 2 ones is 2. Similarly here 2 into n is 2n, plus into minus is minus, 2 into 1 is 2. Now it is in the form of a to the power of m into a to the power of n. See, from here we have changed it to the base 5. Both the bases are equal now. Now you can able to apply the formula. So a to the power of m into a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m plus n. So 5 to the power of n plus 2n minus 2 divided by 5 to the power of n minus 1 minus 2n minus 2. Sorry, for n minus 1 plus 2n minus 2. I have read it out wrongly, children. Now just add all the n terms. That is, you can add this both. Now you can add this n term and this integer. So 5 to the power of 3n minus 2 divided by 5 to the power of 2n plus n, 3n minus, both are a minus sign. So just put a minus sign and add it. So it will be minus 3. Now it is division. Division means you can write down as it like this. Now this is in the form of a to the power of m, a to the power of n, right? And here how to check which is the largest number from this two, from this power, because we need to check the condition, that is m is greater or n is greater. Look here carefully, children. Look at the last term. Since it is 3n, both are same. You can just verify this both. From this minus 3 and minus 2, which number is greater? Which number is greater? Minus 2 is greater. So we have to use m is greater formula. This is, let me take my pen. This is the m value, right? So m is greater. So you have to apply m is greater than n formula. That is a to the power of m by a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m minus n. Since it is 3n and here also it's 3n, you have to verify only this two, that is minus 2 and minus 3, which is the greater. So we all know that minus 2 is greater when compared to minus 3. Now just apply the formula, that is a to the power of m minus of n. Now you have to multiply this minus inside with, minus should be multiplied with, this is the algebraic uh, how to add the, how to multiply the algebraic expressions. I have already done this clearly in my fundamental operations. If you have missed it, you can check that playlist. So when you multiply inside, this is what you get: 3n minus 2 minus 3n plus 3. Now just here it is plus 3 and minus 3n. Both gets cancelled, and here one is having positive, other is having negative. Put the bigger number sign, that is plus sign, and subtract it. It will be 1. 5 to the power of 1. So 5 is the answer. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and hit the bell button. Check the description box for more problems on exponents. Thank you.